Hey there, my name is Josh Diotti here with Customer Relations, and today we are here to get you ready for delivery day. That's right, it's finally here. And so I am sure you have watched a lot of the component videos to help you decide if the product is for you or not. And so the goal of this video here today is to help educate you on how to use your van to make sure you are ready to go. And so slow us down, turn closed captions on, rewind, rewatch the video completely if you need to. Make sure you take notes, write any questions down so that we can best use your time here on delivery day. So with that being said, let's get started.
We got the all-wheel drive with the Ultra Toil wheels. You got the KO2 tires, so they're about 2 inches taller in diameter than the factory ones.
And so do you guys like trim?
We do. You can see right there, it's kind of been cut out a little bit,
Cool.
and then kind of sealed.
Yeah.
And then on the front, it just has a little bit, just enough to kind of like stop this tire from kind of hitting there.
Gotcha.
But you know, just a minimal amount there.
Sure.
With the newer generation, we get HID headlights, which are night and day different than the previous ones. Fog lights now, painted lower bumper, as well as like newer colors. So this is like a really nice kind of, I don't see another one in here right now, but the previous generation. Front facing camera right here shines off of that front license plate, so you can see just directly down.
Oh, nice.
I mean, making sure you're not touching something or looking kind of for rocks and stuff in front of you. Adaptive cruise, like I mentioned, and then the parking sensors. You also have a lane detection, like lane assist. So, you know, as you're kind of like going over the lines, it can kind of notify you. But again, not everyone likes all those features. They're not new for vehicles in general, but they're very new to like the transit lineup.
Yeah.
So it really feels.
It's no longer really a commercial vehicle at this point.
Yeah, exactly. It used to feel like a cargo van that was, you know, used for hauling people.
Yep.
Now they've, you know, kind of redefined it where, you know, someone can get in there from a luxury car and feel like comfortable in there driving it around and stuff. So, yeah, moving around. We have the turn signal markers, which didn't come on all models. You have blind spot detection in your mirrors, which are helpful. Keyless entry here. So if you're going in the water or something, you don't need this. With your key fob, there's actually a couple cool features on here. We can open and close your slider door now that it's powered on the side of your van. So yeah,
All right.
the hands full of stuff, you can open it
awesome.
up. Yeah, even on the dash, you can open up that slider door, which, you know, for us, it seems to, you know, we like pull on it, you know, thinking it's a big heavy door, and it's really just needs a tiny tug. But when you're on those inclines, when like smaller people, like kids and stuff, are trying to get in and out, it's way better for sure. We can remote start it from this key fob, so hitting lock, unlock, lock, will remote start it, which is pretty cool. You do have features inside of the dash settings that you can adjust, like climate control. Do you want your seats on? How long do you want the remote start to run? So those are all installed in there as well. What part of the country are you in?
I'm in Denver.
Okay, cool. So like one of the nice features is that, you know, when we open this up to get to the filler, which there's no cap or anything, you can still close the door and be filling up. So yeah,
So
pretty
when I
helpful.
worked for a solar company, I worked out of a transit.
Okay, good. Yeah, so some people in like California and areas just don't understand why that's a benefit, but yeah. We have customers in Alaska and lots of other cool places.
Yeah, you can sit in your car.
Exactly. We'll go over the dash a little bit later since it's kind of the first thing you'll use out of here. But yeah, just completely redesigned, way higher end feeling, kind of a two-tone colorway. You have like storage on the top of the dash now, which is brand new. A big touch screen, lots of buttons and everything to play with. You got the vinyl floor, so just wiping out, and no physical e-brake. It's electronic now.
Right?
Yes. So those are kind of the main features or like benefits to this system. And then without having the shelf, you get a little bit more like headroom getting
Mhm.
up and out to the back and whatnot. So,
So is that, I wonder if that's going to make it easier to actually do this swivel
yes,
drive.
we do not do that
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
But the same plate will work on that's on the passenger
Okay,
will work
cool.
on the driver.
All right.
Yeah. So that was the main reason, is you have to physically relocate the parking brake,
Mhm.
which is a no-go for
Right,
us,
yeah, kills the
certification,
warranty.
and all
Yeah.
those kind of issues with it. So, but yes, they can both be swiveled now.
Cool.
Yeah, so. And then moving down the side, we have our S-bar exhaust. So this is known as a vented heater, which means that like the combustion process is done outside of the van. So you have an intake tube bringing in fresh air, and then the exhaust is coming down and out here. It's flexible, so I just keep an eye on it after some like road debris or
Okay.
snow banks, that it's
Yeah.
not just like
Yeah, yeah.
tucked back under
I'm
the
excited
van.
about that. So, going skiing and stuff, I just leave that on during the day.
The best item in all of our vans,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I think
hands
that was
down.
the first option I put down.
If you lived in Florida, I would still say it's like a must-have.
Yep.
It's going to keep your van from freezing like water if you're in
Yeah.
areas, and just overnight, like parking in the ski resorts, so you don't have to wait in line in the mornings and stuff. So just be mindful of its direction. We do have carbon monoxide and propane detectors inside, but I just do a visual check every now and then, since it can just kind of get hit around and stuff from snow and things. It is mounted to or connected to your stock fuel tank. So most of the other kinds of S-bar brands or the cheaper knockoffs are diesel. So you need a second like fuel tank and 2 fuels, less capacity. We're plumbed directly into that factory one through an existing
and then
port.
this shuts itself off, right? If your gas gets.
It's like a quarter to an eighth of a tank, depending on kind of the angle you're parked on. But there's also a default run time, which it will shut off after X amount, and you can adjust that to unlimited or to wherever you want it. We leave it at the default until people get like comfortable with it. But yeah, I mean, you have always fuel that will shut off no matter what like time stamp you kind of have it set at for the shut off. But yeah, it's kind of tucked away out the side. And then with all the blind spot, cross traffic alert and things, we don't drill through here anymore. We have our adapter plate just tucked underneath for your shore power. And then there's an SAE port if you wanted to add additional solar. So the controller inside of here, I think, is capable up to 600 watts. And you currently have 200 on the roof, it looks like. So you could add more, or couple it with a ground kind of portable panel, kind of however you want. I'm assuming you have some work with solar.
In the industry,
yeah,
this is going to get a big solar system.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, that controller that's in there right now, at least, is capable to 600.
Right, I'm going
or
to
30
shoot
amp.
for 12 on the roof.
Cool.
I'll probably end up ripping that out and doing some of my own stuff, but it's going to be
It will be pretty easy when you open it up. They're just plugged straight into the back, and it's not like integrated into all the other aspects of the van. We just kind of tee it off from this and then the roof into the back of that controller.
It'll be pretty easy.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. Well, we do like the ground solar plug because some customers are, their HOAs or something might not want it to look like a commercial vehicle.
Yeah, sorry.
Or exactly. Or plugging, or like parking in the shade so you keep your van cool. Well, then your solar doesn't really work. Well, we can run these panels out into the sun. Arizona customers that might have them in carports, they can just plug it in and have something on top. So having those two kind of like options is pretty nice. But yeah, I'm sure you will tear into it pretty quickly.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah. So, and then on the back, we've got your light, so we can kind of see everything back here. And I'm going to lock it. Oh, you might have already. I took the key. Good thing you got like 7 of them.
I know.
Yeah, and they give you those like remote start little feature things, but each key does it as well. So it's like you got like 6 ways to remote start it, and then with the phone app as well, you can like start
with
it.
My Key.
I think it's Ford Pass.
Okay, Ford Pass. Yeah.
doors will pop open like this and stay back, but if it's really windy or you're draping something between these and kind of tinching it, we can lock those, and now the door will not open or close. So really helpful there.
Yeah.
And then with the unlock, it will go around the side of the van, and the magnet will contact on the door, kind of hold it there.
Yeah.
So with your audio, you can kind of, you know, blare it at people at any shows you need, or just be that guy at the campsite.
I might, a couple times.
Yeah.
That asshole.
Yeah. So, yeah, freeing up just a lot of room inside here. So 2-inch factory receiver. We opt for this on that kind of build package. The aftermarket ones that we put on sit a little further in, which kind of it will be difficult for like bike mounts and swingaways and things. So we really like that factory one. And we did opt for the tow package included, so it gives you a 4 and 7-pin connection with trailer brakes already included. So no like U-Haul trip to, you know, get that installed.
It looks tacky too when you do the aftermarket.
Yeah, I mean they are making some nice like Bluetooth style like wireless ones, but that big chunky kind of like module under the dash that you've seen in Tahoes and things for decades are just not really that appealing. Especially when you hit your knee all the time on them. But yeah, this is kind of opened up, you know, full cargo mode right now. I'm assuming you'll be using this a lot for work and play.
Yep. So it'll stay this way for the most part.
Nice.
Yeah, like I said, 95% of my time can be work.
Cool. What kind of what do you plan on using it for, like on your free time? Like, do you mountain bike? Do you
vehicle? Yeah,
ski?
So I got back into cycling about a year ago. I just bought another gravel bike and bought another mountain bike. But
Sweet.
Right now it's mostly skiing.
Perfect. Well, this time of year, you know.
Yeah.
This will be great for that. Yeah, you got the S-bar heater. You can warm boots.
Yep.
You can like kind of keep everything from freezing inside of here. A lot of vertical storage. This will be really nice. Cool. Any questions kind of about the back while we finish our exterior walk?
No.
And I mentioned the backup camera is high on this vehicle.
Yes, that's one thing.
Previous generations were low, which when you think about like rear door storage and things, it blocks everything. So you can see the bumper on the front and the rear to like park it, which I think it's like driving an SUV.
Yeah.
I can park it in the city all the time with no issues. So.
Well, yeah, they're not much bigger. They're about the size of a crew cab.
Yeah, honestly, and I mean, full visibility with your mirrors and cameras. It's really easy to drive. Cool. Well, we'll go around to the side, and so you opted for roof rails with a couple crossbars for the solar, and the one in the rear. So like a minimal kind of profile on top. And then we have our awning here, which is on extrusion like most everything. So it can be slid forward, slid back, move to the other side if needed. We kind of line it up with that door, so you can have the, you know, rain and kind of sun coverage there.
Makes the most sense.
Yeah. We've done powered awnings, we've done manual zip awnings, and none of them are as easy to use as this one, and reliable. So we really like this Thule awning. And then it looks like you added the bug nets here.
Yep.
So really cool feature from the bug wall.
Last minute thing.
Yeah, it's something I would say is a must-have for myself as well. Being able to like enter and exit with them closed, and then also like fully, you know, zip them and shut them off.
Right.
With the door closing is pretty nice. So cool. Well, any exterior questions right now, or?
No.
All right. Well, we'll kind of jump inside and start going through everything.